Our next presenter is a wonderful man named Hans Lehman. Hans lives in Carmel. He's retired now, and at 94, he's one of the busiest men in Carmel that you could ever imagine. So, Hans Lehman.
So when I was a little boy, I went to a private school in Southern California called Webb. It was very small. I was a boarder. There were a few day students, but not many. The instructors were all boarders, living in apartments or small houses, and their wives. So we got to know everybody pretty well. But one of the instructors and I did not get along. I thought that he was a terror, and he thought I was a terror, and probably I was, I don't know. But I always dreaded going to class because he taught the Romance languages, which meant I had 2 years of Spanish, 2 years of French, 2 years of Latin under his tutelage. And I would often screw things up. I mean, often. And whenever he got upset, his mustache would begin to quiver like a rattlesnake. And then he would say, "Lehman, why did you say that?" And I would say, "Well, Mr. Sumner, I thought." When I said the word thought, he went ballistic. He took his fist and he went on the desk. He took his hands and all the books flew against the wall. He'd say, "Lehman, don't think, just do." Well, I wasn't quite sure what to do with that, but I knew he didn't like me. I really didn't like him. But somehow things worked out. Another time, we took turns waiting on tables, and it was my turn to wait on his table. In those days, they had long tables. The instructors sat at the end. On the side were their wives. His wife's name, Mrs. Sumner, was Juju. Juju was a large, flamboyant lady with loose-fitting gowns, very buxom, and she was sitting there, and he was sitting there, and I was taking the plates off. And when you take plates off, you know, you take them with the right hand, you put them in the left hand. Another one, except this particular evening, they had baked potatoes. Now, I don't know if you know about baked potatoes when you're cleaning dishes, but after a while, they pile at an angle, sort of like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And suddenly, one of those potatoes went down the back of her dress. What should a young boy do? Well, naturally, I grabbed it and pulled it out and put it on the plate. I thought it was the thing to do because it was the back of the dress, not the front of the dress. So I thought it was okay. Well, Mr. Sumner did not think it was okay. Mrs. Sumner did not think it was okay. And I did really not think it was okay. In any event, this went for some time, and amazingly enough, I managed to graduate. And I went and graduated and went to college. And I was 2 or 3 years in college when I decided to go back to Webb to check it out, to see what's going on. So I went back to Webb, and I went down a little path, and suddenly I saw coming towards me was Mr. Sumner. I looked to the left, I couldn't jump. I looked to the right, I couldn't jump. I wanted to disappear, I could not disappear. I really did not want to see him, but I had no choice. And finally, we were eye to eye. He said, "Lehman, what are you doing now?" I told him. "Lehman, what's your major?" I told him. "Lehman, did you join a fraternity?" I said, "Yes, I did." He said, "What was it?" And I told him. He said, "That's my fraternity." And he embraced me. And he gave me a hug. And he gave me the secret grip. And he told me the secret slogan. And he invited me to his house for a glass of wine where I had never been before in my life. And suddenly we were friends. And suddenly, all past misgivings had disappeared. And suddenly, all problems, all disgusting things that happened went away. Because suddenly, instantaneously, we were brothers.
Yeah.